Hello viewers, I welcome you to my online classroom where today we will start this 4-part video series on basic 7 quality tools. This video series of total duration less than 1 hour will help you learn these tools at your convenient schedule and also practice them simultaneously. If you like my effort, show your support by liking and sharing this video and subscribe to my channel to get continuous update of much more content to come. Now, before going to basic 7 quality tools, let's first understand why you should watch this series or why you should learn these tools. Because you have raw data with you and you want to transform it in manner that it becomes useful information. Information which can help you in either making informed decision or predicting future behavior. If this is your intent, you are at the right place where you will learn how to collect data and then converting it into useful information with globally recognized tools. So let's get started. I will start with what I have for you in this series. We will start with introduction of these tools and then we'll go through advantages of their use. We will then go through these tools one by one and learn them on 4 aspects. What are these tools, when to use them, how to use them with example to absorb the learning. Finally, at end of this series, I will give you a pro tip to excel these tools. So watch this series till end. In our first video, we will cover introduction and advantages of basic 7 quality tools. We will also cover our first quality tool. Let's start with introduction. The credit to assimilate these tools and making them a formidable weapon of best engineers and managers around the world goes to Kaoru Ishikawa, a Japanese organizational theorist. He's shown that these tools can assist an organization with problem solving as well as process improvement. For quality improvement, these tools can be categorized for their usage in problem identification and problem analysis. So, these tools are Checksheet, Pareto chart for problem identification, histogram, scatter diagram, control chart for problem analysis, cause and effect diagram and flow chart can be used both ways. Going ahead with advantages of these tools, as we spoke at start, these tools are driven out of data which is raw and pure, which makes these tools unbiased. When unbiased, it makes their finding disagreeable, saving any team or management very crucial time lost in unnecessary discussions. Best part is that they are easy to learn and use, making it easy to communicate to your management or customer. Being pictorial and graphical also helps with that. Then these tools are used globally. They can be understood and accepted worldwide in any culture. These tools support individuals and teams using them to do an effective root cause analysis. Finally, these tools helps measuring health of organizational quality. Moving on now to our first tool, Checksheet. What is Checksheet? They are simple forms to collect data, to record the frequency of specific events during a data collection period. This data being collected can be both quantitative as well as qualitative. Check sheets are consistent, effective, systemic, and economical. They are unmatched in these features and are the best tools for collection of data for ages now. Some of the major advantages of check sheet are it is easier to collect and display data as we just spoke. With Checksheet, data collection effort becomes more accurate and uniform. Checksheet lay foundation in construction of other graphical tools which are to be followed. Checksheet, if used properly, produces or display data in form so as to give some hint about pattern or behavior of data for a quick analysis. Now, some of the most commonly used checksheet across industry are production process distribution check sheet, tally check sheet, defect location check sheet, defect cause check sheet, checkup confirmation check sheet. We will go through each one of them via example on how and when to use them and what to take out of it. First is production process distribution check sheet. As name suggests, they are most commonly used in production setup to build and see distribution of process outcome. As you see in pic below, this is a check sheet for recording pin diameter data having a specification of 1.7 mm to 2.8 mm. When data of 128 pins is plotted on it after measurement, checksheet display distribution of production process justifying its name. It shows a manager that process is maintained at mean with defect rate of 7.8%. A good manager know well what to make of it. Moving ahead to our next check sheet, tally check sheet or defective item check sheet. This check sheet is used to record data of defective counts generated or moving ahead of any process under study. Its application is vast as defect and defectives can be seen in almost every form of industry. Understanding it with an example of telephone interruption check sheet taken from call center industry. This here is a weekly report of telephonic interruption of a telephone operator where he has recorded count of all sort of interruption for entire week. Few good insights we are having from this data if looked carefully are: first, interruption frequency is high at start of week, gradually reducing towards end of week. Second, wrong number is identified as major contributor to net interruptions. With these two information, call center supervisor should act accordingly now. Coming now to a very interesting check sheet, defect location check sheet. This check sheet is used most generally when you want to know the location of defects being observed on a component or item under check. It is mostly used at visual inspection. Let's see it through an example and understand. This is a door paint check sheet having a sketch of door under inspection after paint. There are three types of defects which are observed, namely bubble, run and scuff, identified through unique symbols. Now, when 411 doors are inspected on any given date, 14 defects occurred which are marked on a sketch of door on right. At location of defect observation, can you see a special observation? Supervisor of paint shop can. He see that 64% of defects are located in leftmost area of door. He now knows where to focus his study for process improvement. Our next check sheet is defect cost check sheet. This check sheet, as its name suggests, try to map defect data in such a form that any possible relation with one or more potential causes can be seen. Let's understand using an example. This is an finishing operation check sheet. There are 5 types of defect mentioned below, count of which will be recorded for a week. Data of defect count will such be collected that it will get bifurcated between two machines performing operation, two operators handling machine, and in two different parts of working day to see whether defect generation has any link with any of them. At end of week, filled check sheet goes to engineer and he observe some very important relations. First, defect rate is high at the start of week and reducing with week's progress. Second, defective finishing has 82% occurrence on machine 2. Third, blowhole are predominant in second half of day with 88% contribution. Fourth, machine 1 contributes to 70% of surface scratch. Don't you agree these are very vital information for any engineer for initiating process improvement? Coming to the final type, checkup confirmation check sheet. They are most common of all check sheets and can be seen around in our personal as well as professional life. These check sheets helps in confirmation of fixed set of checkpoint or questions and record associated observation or responses. You can see these check sheets at service centers in feedback forms, any operation setup confirmation or as quality audit or maintenance check sheets. Few examples are: this is a check sheet for a car service center when one goes to get his car checked, or a feedback form after you have enjoyed any service and provider wants to have your feedback. So you see that check sheets can help you collect various forms of data, and as per your need you can opt from various available check sheets. You can make them on a form of paper or can also use digital means. This brings us to end of our first video of 4 video series on basic 7 quality tools. Hope you like the video. Please click on like to show your support and share it with your friends, peer and team who can make best out of it. Give your feedback in comment section and subscribe to my channel to keep on getting more such content. See you again in next video. Till then, keep learning, keep growing.